Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back with another series. The Wrath of the Gods retold. It's the main event time, spawning on the left-hand side of the map in the blue color, playing as Gaia. His name is Recon.
And on the right-hand side, in the red, it is the Rappel playing as Odin. This is Giza.
Yes, Giza, what a map. What a time to be alive. What a tournament we've had thus far, Yodesla. This is...
Oh, it's been amazing.
There's been so many good games. I mean, let's just reminisce just a little bit. Do you have any outstanding games that you've seen thus far coming through this tournament?
I think I told you about the one Magic game where I watched an implode and the giant Wolf of Doom just explode all within 10 seconds and made my FPS drop to 10 and my voice decibels go up to 11. So, like, it was really, really good. I enjoyed that game a lot. I think I told you to cast it, but I don't know if you ever did.
I'm watching it on your stream. Remember? That's what we're doing.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm vaguely recalling a certain Kurlaugr matchup where hoplites were just running around the map continuously, and then all of a sudden we see two titans in the middle of the map just wailing on each other.
Oh yeah,
it's just there's just so much action. But you know, so we're now on the map, Giza. We've now got a new matchup. These two players here are very, very well acquainted with each other. Recon and Rappel are training partners from the early days. I mean, Rappel plays a ton with the Mister. Recon plays a ton with the Mister. They're very, very understanding of each other's styles, though whether or not they've played recently, it's maybe not something that they've done, but nonetheless, they're going to have an inkling as to how each of them plays. Do you think this really goes into any of their thought process moving into the game? Do they try and throw some curveballs, or do they just go with what they know?
Okay, so I think, because this is game one of the day, right? Most tournaments, right? I truly believe both players right now are going to be like more autopilot, warming up their hands, warming up, just getting comfortable with the game. So I don't think either one's going to try anything crazy here. They're both going to play standard, at least for this game. I think it's going to be a standard game.
Yeah, it makes.
I think we're going to see heroic, possibly even mythic age, even though the map's pretty open because of the gods here. It's possible. I mean, heroic age is a definite. That's definitely going to happen. This is definitely not going to end in the second age. We're going to at least get to the heroic age. It just depends on who's ahead there and what they do going into that age.
Yeah,
and I think there's a couple of really good relics. We got Hestia's Hearth.
Yeah,
and Hakate's torches. Those are two pretty good relics. What do you think?
Oh man, the torch is one of my favorite because it's like you've already got in Retold, you get these god powers and you just get to keep throwing at your opponent, and you get this relic that says, "Hey, why don't you just throw them a little bit more?" So it's a really, really nice one. I'm a big fan. But yeah, speaking of games ending early, I mean there are some sort of landmines that the Odin player kind of needs to avoid. I don't think you really lose this matchup all too often in the classical age as Gaia, especially when your name is Recon and you're one of the best defenders in the world. So if Rappel can avoid those landmines and kind of take the game into a sort of in the way that he wants to, then it's gonna be fireworks, I reckon.
Okay. All right, so they're aging up now. What do you think about each of their minor gods they've chosen here?
Well, Freya
pretty standard for Odin, I think.
Freya for Rappel's fairly standard. We have been seeing a little bit of Heimdall starting to kick in and saying, you know what, guys, this god's not too bad either. But there's just so much value you get out of this early Valkyrie just to get in and get some early damage done. Recon going in with that Oceanus. We were talking a little bit pre-game about how you can go for Leto, but the Oceanus is the safe choice. It's the standard choice to some degree. Yeah.
I just want to see automatons like just repairing each other and going into a death ball. That's all I want, but we're never gonna see that.
Hey, you never know. We might. It's happened. It's been known to happen. But what else has been known to happen here is a hero catapulti with a big club bashing away a Valkyrie. Get out of here.
Oh man.
Nonetheless.
It's a long, double longhouse for Roppel here. What do you think he's doing that for?
Yeah, this double longhouse opening, and he's already got himself out a great haul as well, but it's almost reaction to seeing the first Catapulti coming out, second Catapulti also coming out.
Oh, Forest Fire on the TC. Yep.
Berserk
he loses his Berserk. That sucks.
It's not ideal, not at all.
At this level, even little things like that really... Oh, wait, he just loses... Wait a minute.
Yes?
I was just going to say losing the Berserk is kind of a big deal because you don't have your Scout out there anymore. You still have your Ravens, but you can't like run around and build a house for free anywhere like he's been doing. But then out of nowhere, he gets a Caladria kill for the Forest.
Turns out Forest Fire is overpowered, man. All you got to do is use it on flying units.
Well, guys, that'll be nerfed in the next patch. Don't worry. We can't be having that happen.
Please no.
Oh,
Carnivore coming down here. Yo, Desola Recon getting a little bit aggressive here, trying to get in onto the main base of the Rappel, but you know the Rappel just gonna have to bide his time a little bit here. As dealing with those Caladria,
a bunch of Berserks coming out. I love some Berserks.
Yeah,
he should be backing up that the seal though.
I mean, in a way, you can't really charge forward. If he charges forward too early with the Berserks, the Carnivora can one-hit or like eat up the Berserk. So he's got to take that out first and foremost.
He's got to micro that Hesea. The Hesea is attacking the Catapultis. Yeah. There it goes. Now it is. I was like, yeah, you got to micro that to kill the Carnivora, which he is doing now, which is great.
Yeah, and now he's been able to push back. Very, very nice defense there from the Rappel. He might get a Catapulti kill. The Caladrias can heal these back.
Yeah, the Caladrias are going to slow the things down, right? So he won't be able to catch. I guess if you put the Valkyrie in the front, because you can't slow the Valkyrie, can you? Or can you?
You can slow the Valkyrie, but you can't slow heroes.
Though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's right. So the Hesea won't be slowed down. Gotcha.
Yeah. And is this not wild? Rappel is putting a town center down in the face of Recon. Like he doesn't even think Recon can stop this. Recon sees it. He knows exactly what's coming his way. I mean, is Recon just going to have to go for his own town center, or can he deny
TC in his face is crazy.
Yeah. And now Rappel pulls everything off. He has to take a fight here. This is so many resources invested into this town center.
He just likes to add some weird accent to every unit. Hey, listen, that's okay. I like to add my own twist to things. Oh, he's pushing him up against the pyramid. A couple of free kills there. I'm not sure if that was bad pathing or what.
It's going really good here for Rappel at the moment. He's now got the town center completed. He's got only one Rhinoceros on that position. He could use Great Hunt on it. It's not a terrible usage of favor at this point in the game if he needs to have a little bit more resource there. But now Rappel, two town centers, kind of dictating the pace of the game to some degree. Recon, on the other hand, he's invested a lot into these Caladrias, which they are getting a lot of value, but it's going to be able to, well, it's slowing him down in a way where he can't really drop his own second town center at the moment.
I'd like to see a second Valkyrie. I don't know why players do this. Like, get a second Valkyrie out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's for, you get double the healing rate, but more importantly, the Valkyries can heal each other, making them last longer for more heals later.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure we'll see some Valkyries soon. Once Rappel looks over at his favor pool and goes, hang on, I've got 40 favor in the bank.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait.
You know what he's doing? He's saving up for a second Forest Fire for another Caladria kill.
True. It's already gotten one kill. Why not go for another one? Well, do you see an Oracle snipe in the back corner there as Recon kind of gets caught out of position? That's always big. That's 100 resources down the drain. Recon at the
look
moment.
at this army.
Yeah, he's able to push back. He should have some sort of military advantage cooking at the moment because he hasn't invested in the town center. But honestly, it's kind of looking like Rappel is still in front. And
I find it weird. Recon didn't go for the upgrade for his Murmelo yet. The poison. Yeah, but when you're in a battle like this, I feel like it's such a good upgrade. The serrated blades, whatever it's called.
Yeah. If you take a look, he hasn't got either of them. There's no weightless mace. There's no bite of the shark like you're talking about. Both of those melee units can get those upgrades, but Recon is going straight to the heroic age.
It's straight to Cantarius.
Is it going to be Cantarius here, or is it going to be just continue to go in with his infantry. He's already invested so much, so why not just get heavy infantry and just keep going down that route? I don't know.
I guarantee at some point we're gonna see a Cantonius. They're just too good. They're too good not to make. They are.
Yeah, he does have a bunch of these barracks. I'll have to wait and see. And he does. There you go. You're on the money there. Poseidon's Secret. Pre-queued heavy cavalry coming through.
They're too good not to make.
Yeah, I guess the one thing here for the Rapple is because he's invested in all these berserks, technically speaking, they're a soft counter to cavalry, but those Contarius, if they've got an upgrade advantage, which with Poseidon's Secret, heavy cavalry, and I've forgotten that other upgrade name. It's the Lance of Stone. With all those upgrades packed in, they actually kind of trade fine against those berserks. So you do have to get out Herdman to deal with them.
Where is that little raid going? Look at this.
Yeah, this is...
and why did he stop slowing him down?
Maybe he used all of his pacify at one point. I'm not exactly sure how it works. If you use pacify on the same unit with two Caladria, I think both of them go through, so it can just like waste one of the pacify abilities. I'm not sure. That's my inkling on how it works. Nonetheless,
he's getting the upgrade for the Valkyrie.
There's the Skadi also coming through as well. So,
oh yeah.
After the dust settles, Yodesla, both players have made it to the heroic age. If you had to give anyone the advantage right now, it has to be Rapple, right? 2 town centers, has Frost.
I think it's going to come down to the Frost use.
Yeah.
I think it's actually going to come down to like how well the Frost gets used in this next fight.
Yeah, and these...
Hopefully he doesn't lose a Valkyrie for free here.
He's going to lose it. So strong. He manages... That's so good. You can't poke in against those units just yet. As you see it's a Valiant Bird coming in onto this position. There's only one throwing axeman here. Godi is getting trained up for the Rapple to try and deal with this, but... Is it coming out of this one? No, it's not coming out of the close Great Hall. And Recon is now going to say, it's time to hit the go button as he's going to start charging forward his full population.
And here we go. It's a lot of Berserk. There's so many Cantonius in there too. Nice freeze. Oh my god, the Cantarius are beating up the Berserks.
Yeah, I don't think Rapple needs to take this fight. He's got that Frost. Now's a perfect time to be using it. And now he does drop it down.
Why did he use it on like the whole army though? I don't understand players that do it. I don't get it. He could have used it a little bit further back, right?
Yeah.
Cut off about half the army and then killed all the ones that aren't frozen. Again, for those who don't know, frozen units take no damage. It's like 0.0001%, right, or something like that. They don't take damage. So this is just kind of like a ceasefire, basically.
He does kill off a couple of the units on the back there, and I guess the most. I absolutely 100% agree with you. That's how Frost should be used. This is like a stasis thing. You just get rid of half the army, you attack the other half, and call it a day. But in this situation, Rapple, the ceasefire might have been the option that he needs here because his population was dwindling, his military is dwindling. Now it's catching back up at the end of this, but still, more units are going to be coming through for Recon.
I don't know. I think the Cantarius just sweep here.
We're still not seeing those Herdmen coming in either, Yodesla.
He's even hitting the eco. Oh my god. This is a slaughter.
Rapple can always just retreat. Retreating is always an option. He's got gold mines around the other side of the map as well, but he's going to continue to take this fight. Loses a whole bunch of villages. But after the dust settles, he's still actually in front on villager count, so it's not the end of the world.
For now. Fighting in a choke could be really good for him, by the way, because obviously he can fit more units into a smaller area. But here come Arcus now to even change that dynamic.
Yeah, now those gold villages, they're going to be getting pushed off as Recon is just continuing to push that pressure. There's still so many Caladria flying overhead, and these things are just getting so much value.
Why didn't he build any Herdmen or anything to actually counter these?
I have many thoughts, but mostly, I don't know. The Berserks are just supposed to be a generalist unit, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, if I just build this unit, I don't have to think.
Those Arcus are melting now, by the way. They're just sitting in the back pelting.
Yeah, they're getting some good value, but it's looking like suddenly, all of a sudden here, Rappel's
Actually,
able to push
Rappel's
back.
starting to push through.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's held. But the damage was done there, Yo Dessler. It's not like this has been an equal fight. Rappel might look like he's still kind of in front to some degree on military
This
economy,
gold that
but
he's mining is crazy.
yeah, a lot of resources are down the drain here. And with that gold mine being secured by Recon, this means once the gold mine on the front here expires, Recon can rotate around to the other side and start cleaning up gold villages with some good raids. But yeah, Rappel is holding nicely at the moment.
Yeah, he's just going to get pelted. If he chases him, he's got to fight under the palace. Yep, and he's just like, nope. He's just leaving the whole location gone.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense at the moment. He doesn't need to keep fighting, but he does need to keep the villages.
Look how much gold Recon has. Oh, he had 1,200. It just went away, but he had a lot for a second.
He does have a market, so he can buy some stuff. It's never the end of the world. Just buy some stuff. No problems. He's now going to start putting farms down as well, so that's just going to slow him down.
What does Rappel got to build right now? If you're in Rappel's shoes, what do you build here?
Well, you're about to face a mass Arcus ball. Ballistics is coming through. So Rappel either needs to transition into mass cavalry or he needs to get enough hill forts up to be able to produce those Huskar. I guess you could go for a whole bunch of Valkyrie here as well as another sort of option to hold, but the Contarius
One thing I want to say about Recon is I like what he did this game. For those that didn't really notice, he went from infantry to cav to Arcus, right? He's done the whole triangle in under under 20 minutes, which is really, really cool. It's hard for people to deal with that because you're sitting there trying to counter one thing, then you get hit by another thing, then you get hit by completely another thing. And it's really, really cool to see players transitioning like that so smoothly.
Yeah, exactly. A couple more villages going to be going down onto this position,
These
however.
Contarius are getting value.
Yeah, so many dead villages. Raiding cavalry swinging around here as well to get that defense in. But even so, did the Contarius just win this fight at the moment? Rappel, I mean, doesn't have himself the the Freya upgrade.
I think if Recon
Thundering
finds a
Hooves.
nice little choke, I would actually take the fight. Like if I go get up against some trees or something, I think I'd take that fight.
You know,
because what'll happen is that raiding cav's needed for the Arcus, right?
Yeah.
Like this is not what they're needed for.
No. And also, you see the way that the raiding cavalry chase, and this is the same for kind of every single unit. So you can kind of turn around, get a poke, and then run. Turn around, poke, run, and
yeah, but if you try to do that, the one that gets with your one Contarius gets hit,
It
slows
does get
down, and
snared.
the rest of the raiding cav can catch it.
does get snared. You're absolutely right. But it's looking here now that Recon's next idea, he is staying one town center full send in this game. His next idea is get to Atlas, use that implode, and say goodnight
The
to this
implode
Rappel,
of doom.
to this Rappel army.
Question:
Yes.
If you freeze your own army with frost while an implode's going on, what happens?
Implode does true damage. If you could freeze your own army, Implode does true damage. So I think your army dies.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I was just spitballing.
Yeah. And,
If you could freeze it.
and there's the Atlas, Yo Dessler. Rappel needs to make something happen right now. He's going to be fighting underneath 2 Palace plus some
Mista just said implode doesn't work on frozen units.
Well, there you go. Nonetheless,
Fighting under 2 palaces is insane.
this is a very, very risky maneuver, but he has to make this fight happen. Otherwise, the Implode's going to completely clean him up. He does have a lot of raiding cavalry to get in here and take out those Arcus, but it's looking like the numbers are starting to get very, very small here on the actual fight for
Recon just needs to buy time.
Yeah, he does. He's going to be getting that shoot and scoot micro happening, pulling back away, but the Rappel army is in hot pursuit, getting some serious damage done here, Yo Dessler. This isn't looking good for Recon at all.
No, he wanted the mythic. He wanted to somehow get to mythic age and then fight, and he's just not having the opportunity to do so.
No.
I'll tell you what, these Arcus are not trading that bad against these for some reason.
There's just so
You
many
think
of
they'd all
them.
be
That's-
dead by
that's
now? It's
kind of
good
why.
micro from Recon.
Yeah, he's playing it very nice. Had a great choke point to start the fight. Now,
And look, he actually held him off.
he does. He has to pull back. And now the thing that Rappel needs to be
Took
aware
out one
of
palace.
is that Implode's going to come. He needs to have his army in many different spots on the map at once. He's going for a third town center behind this, but he needs to like raid and just get elsewhere on the map. He can't let an Implode just kill all of his units in this instant. Otherwise, Recon is going to have a big
He's got to
turning point
run.
here.
He's got to run. Implode's coming. He's just going to use it right away. The second he ages up to give Rappel no chance. Yep.
There's no... He's going to attempt to get out.
He's actually getting a lot of his own stuff sucked in.
Yeah, he gets 4 units out. There you go.
Wait.
You don't do much damage to your own stuff.
Oh, well, still.
Yeah.
Well, how about that? 75 popped to 56 now militarily. Recon has the lead.
He does, but there's so much economy for Rappel at the moment that even though he's killed off that army, there's another army coming.
Look at all these frost giants, man.
Yeah, these things are packing...
I love it.
They're packing something. Look at those bad boys.
I think, see, this is where you get out a couple of Valkyrie, and then you get him all healed up. Get those frost giants more longevity. That's a lot of frost giants, man.
Yeah, and at this point now, Yodesla, whenever you get a military lead of some variety versus your opponent, you've got to make something happen. And we are seeing Recon getting across the map, looking for gold villages to kill. But Rappel, very smartly, just rotates the villages. He's pulling back down to the bottom side of the map to grab onto that gold mine. There's only a little bit of gold there, but as long as he doesn't lose anything here, gets his army back up to full pop, he's going to be in a great spot.
Yeah, 100 villager count to 52. I mean, Rappel's got just an insane economy.
Yeah. And it would be a little bit memey, but he could also just go ahead and do a little miniature villager Ragnarok moving forward. Like, you finish up this gold mine, you just grab all those villages, you turn them into berserks. When you hit 247 pop, you turn them into berserks, and then you just go, all right, I'm going to come in, I'm going to kill you with like 280 population of units or something.
Or an actual Ragnarok.
An actual Ragnarok is another way to go. That costs more resources, though. That costs more resources.
But you go out with, it's more flashy.
It's true. You get the shining lights.
You get style points. Yep, exactly.
But, you know, Rappel is so good at this sort of situation. He very, very rarely makes a over...
Look at all the villagers coming in.
Yeah, he's going for that gold mine. He very, very rarely makes a mistake in this sort of position. He's always playing it very slowly, calmly, collectively. But he's on this gold mine. He has to kind of win this fight. The Argus there with that special ability, you've got to respect it. It does so much damage. And now Rappel is having to retreat back ever so slightly here.
120 military to 140.
Yeah, food can be sold for Rappel if he needs gold at the moment. Like, it sells for a lot because Recon's been buying.
He's got to micro his heroes to go after those myth units. Those frost giants, man. Oh, that Argus has stayed alive quite a long time.
This is a second Argus, actually. He comes back in. He gets another little bit of damage there. All the Godi are taken out. And then all of a sudden... He's
actually winning.
All of a sudden, Recon has found himself equilibrium in this game. A whole bunch of villagers here are going to be dying. Rappel, he's made a miscalculation in a big way on that fight, and now he is struggling. He's got no gold income. Yes, he can sell.
What he needed to do? Turn all those villagers into berserks, like I said. I was joking.
Absolutely.
That would have been great.
That he would have dominated the fight. He would have pushed up the gold mine. And we're still seeing Recon. Recon is so good at this sort of raiding playstyle. These Contarius just getting around everywhere, taking villages off of gold. And Rappel has
by the way, they've been fighting in the top this whole, even like during the implode, they have been fighting up top this whole time. I mean, been swapping up every once in a while. It's just back and forth harassment up there from both of them.
Yeah, and I mean, it's still not over. Recon is still one down center. He's still down 30 population worth of civilian units here.
Yeah, Rappel's eco is crazy good.
But Rappel needs to make something happen.
You run out of gold, it's not going to matter. There's still a little bit of gold in the map, but I'm just saying, if the gold runs out, then it's not going to matter too much.
Well, we'll see if Recon can make it work. He's got a huge army of Arcus Dryads now starting to rotate up to the top gold mine. Rappel is
everyone's rotating to the top because there's no gold down there anymore.
But the army is starting to pick back up yet again. Armory upgrades here, they're looking very, very strong for
I like the
both
palace.
players. Yeah, Palace up is great. He's got to secure this. I wouldn't mind even seeing a hill fort getting dropped down if there's time. Rapple actually took every villager off of wood here and he's chucked them all onto this top gold mine. There's so many idle villagers sitting up there.
Well, I think he's doing that just in case, right? I guess I like the idle thing's bad, but like he wants to get as much as he can. If he does get pushed off, he gets a bunch of gold anyway.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of the idea, but that's still way too many villagers.
And he's got it's a very close army. Both of these players are very close in population. Rapple going to be retreating back here. He's staying on the gold mine actually for as long as he can, but he has to retreat away. Still no hurt for Yodesla. We'll see if it's going to work out for him at this point. Carnivora gets dropped down.
Ooh. He's got the Valkyrie mixed in again, which is great, but there's no more Frost Giants left. That was kind of the meat and potatoes of his army before it's gone.
Yep.
What do you think about keeping a few catapulties behind your Arcus for when the raiding cav finally do break through?
And Yodesla, your brain's too big for the majority of us. That sounds like a great idea.
You just keep them on like hold ground stance, right?
Yeah.
Like you just wait.
Yeah.
Because just a handful. I mean, it's 5x or 4x multiplier. Just like 4 or 5 of those just melt an army of cav.
Yeah, but Yodesla, it looks like it doesn't even matter because Rapple has managed to finally
berserks are
break
just running through.
The economy has been too strong here, and now
The
Recon,
Argus is coming.
It's coming, but there's already 3 Goaty in here.
So many Goaty, yeah. I'm surprised that Recon took that fight, by the way. I think he should have just stayed here at his palace and then just chilled, because his only goal right now should be to get gold.
Yeah.
And just protect the gold. Look at all those idle villages on that gold mine.
So many. And this gold mine's about to expire as well. So, I mean, if Rapple still has to make something happen here, Yodesla. Like, sure.
Are we going to see trade? Like, what do you think?
I don't. I feel like
they're running out soon, right?
Like they have to.
Yeah.
I don't see a market in the corner. I'm seeing longhouses going into the corner for Rapple, but I don't see a trade route started. There is a market up, but yeah, no trade for either player. As this is
Rapple 143 military is crazy.
Yeah, he's got it all and more, and there's just so many berserks.
He's baiting him. I think Recon's getting baited. I don't think he should be going after the gold. He's gonna get caught. Here he comes.
Yeah, Recon does manage to retreat back. Those Argus just keep coming in.
Look how many berserks there are.
So many berserks. Though, I mean, if for whatever reason Rapple mismicros this and the Argus get off a really
big acid ball.
Yeah, look at that damage that's going to come through as soon as that.
Oh my
finished.
god! There's so much acid.
There's so much acid.
They're tripping on it. The Archer Ball's actually doing it, I think.
It's a close fight. It's actually insanely close here.
If he gets rid of the raiding cav, the Arcus kill everything else.
Yeah, and he's going to start doing that.
Oh my god, now he's going to micro the archers. Yep. Look at this. And now he's under the palace as well.
But more units coming through. We see a trade route starting up the top of the map.
Those champion Arcus are so good.
Yeah, I mean, they've got an extra tier of upgrades here. Now, Rapple at this point, you know, you were kind of joking about it before, but if he can get Mythic Age here, he could just go Balder and he's going to be fine. But he chooses tier.
Wow, that's boring. What is this hill fort for? It's protecting nothing.
And it's just to get him to the next age. He needs it. He doesn't have one yet.
Where's the trade? He's got to start trade, right? Like what?
Yeah. We see the markets getting started at the top of the map there for Rapple, but Recon he's got a similar problem, right? He doesn't have a trade route either, and he's about to be running out of gold. He's got 1,300 gold left.
Wait, he changed God. Oh no, he didn't.
No, he's going to.
No, I thought he did. I thought he did for a second. He's going trade now, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, of all of the situations to go for Balder, this has got to be the one that makes the most sense. There's no gold left on the map. There's nothing you need to worry about.
Not going to help as much. There's less TCs, right? So doesn't make Fimbulwinter weaker?
Yes, Fimbulwinter only hits settlements. So if your opponent's only on one town center, I think that's how it works. I could be wrong on that. I think it only lands on that settlement and on an army. So you're going to get 2 spawns. But now the second one's coming up, so you will get an extra spawn there.
I guess it hits empty ones, but I guess there's nothing there, then who cares? But there are some villages around the empty one that's on the left-hand side. Oh, Fire Giants would have been nice for the Arcus.
Yeah. Well, this is getting very spicy right now. We very rarely get to see this sort of a situation. Now, both players, they have to start the trade. Now, Recon's slowly he's getting a market up in the top corner of the map. You've got to set up like a wall there as well. Otherwise, your opponent both players can do this. You've got the speedy 6.6 speed raiding cavalry, and you've got those Contarius, which are also speedy at 6.3 speed. They can just send them into the trade route and just be killing over and over and over again to limit that gold supply moving into the late game here. Well, has Recon been on 2 town centers for this entire time? Have I been silly? He's on 3 town centers.
No,
now.
he just got. No. He just built both of those.
Okay.
He just built both of those.
So this town center timing is absolutely just.
It's probably just for the pop room. He doesn't even care about the villagers.
Yeah.
He needs more pop.
Yeah. Is he gonna hit? And this is gonna be a lot of damage now gonna come down. Wait.
He's probably gonna want to push as he does the Fimble, though.
Yeah, I love this. He's going straight for the town center at the moment.
And there
Fimble Winter gets dropped down. The army, however, for Recon, he says, I'm coming down to hit the trade route at the moment.
Look at that blob down there.
Yeah, that's a big one, but he's going to lose his town center. But does that matter?
I think that's a good trade, actually. I'd actually rather lose the town center for all this trade and all this infrastructure down south.
Yeah, but Rappel's also set up at the top side of the map as well for the trade route. So even if he loses that bottom
He's actually
corner,
losing citizens to the Fimble Winter. Oh, no.
Yeah. It's a strong god power. This thing smacks. Is he going to go for the... He doesn't have the resources for the town, so they're trading at the moment 24 gold for 100 food or for 100 wood at the moment. So not very much.
Well...
Oh, and it looks to me like Rappel is actually going to be trying to go into Huskal here. If you and this is always the thing with Huskal. I think a lot of players, they kind of think that Huskal is a little bit of a meme unit. It's actually not. It's just that you never get to see a lot of Huskal out. If you can get out 4, 5 hill forts, and that's a lot, but in the late game it's not, then you can actually get those Huskal out. You can actually get those raids in with bravery. And Rappel is slowly but surely...
he took the 4th TC.
Yeah, he's slowly but surely getting a serious advantage cooking in this matchup. 4th town center going down. Lots more hill forts coming through.
So Rappel goes for Titan.
Yeah, Titan makes some sense, but imagine if he went for Balder and a Titan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Ragnarok plus Titan would be that would be the move.
Yep.
Look how tanky those guys are. They can take 1,000,000 arrows.
Yeah, he doesn't have any upgrades on the buildings. No crenellations in or anything like that. So he does have bronze weapons. So it should be hitting a little bit. And I guess, I mean, this is the situation that Recon's in. He's got to figure out how to kind of stop the gold income, take a good fight here, and make it all work. But look at this
Champion
garrison.
Berserks.
Champion Berserks. They probably have Berserker Gang as well in, so they're getting some HP back. The Huskal coming in onto the back of those Arcus there. They're going to be cleaning those up very, very quickly as they get that damage down. Those Valkyrie are also being absolutely huge here with the Dryads getting cleaned up, and it looks like Recon's army finally gets disposed of.
Yeah, it's just too much. And there it is. Rappel finally breaks Recon.
There we go, Rappel. I was about to say Rappel races towards a very quick 1-0 victory there, but that was a grind, and that's the caliber of players we're currently experiencing. What a game there. I mean, did this not all just come down to that just decisive, I'm just going to drop a town center in your face moment, and then Recon was just like, all right, I just have to go really hard and try and raid you into the ground, and he just couldn't find the value.
No. It was crazy because when he did get heroic age, those Cantadias were putting in work, and then just didn't matter. It was 3 TCs to 1. He killed a bunch of villagers, but he was still down.
Yeah.
It was just the eco just won the day.
What an insane first game. What a start to the day, Yodesla.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my god. Well,
And that's game 1 of the entire day.
it's game 1. Let's jump in. The players are going to get ready to pick their next gods for the next map. Looks like they're going to be going in onto the map Elysium here. Let's check it out. Hey. We have flipperoonied the whole thing. We've got in the top right-ish corner of the map in the blue color playing as Ra. His name is Recon.
And in the bottom left, in the red, playing as Set, it is Rappel. This is Elysium.
Elysium it is. It's currently 1-0 in this best of 5 series for the group stages right now, Yodesla. Rappel is looking very, very strong. What are you seeing on this map? Do you see any sort of landmines here for anyone to avoid or to anyone to really take advantage of?
Oh, yeah, the fetters of Fenir. Get those villagers' butter knives sharpened.
That's actually not a terrible... You're joking? I know you're joking right now. The butter knives, they are blunt, and a bit less blunt is pretty good. But if you get Skin of the Rhino, which is unique to Ra, boosts the villager's armor up. Then you get survival equipment. And then you get this technology. Most villagers can pretty much shut down nearly any sort of aggressive push. There might be some sort of a thing there. You might want to keep that away from the Ra player if you're the Set player here.
Okay.
Now, on top of that...
So...
let me finish my point, Yodesla. Let me finish my point.
If he goes for the village center, when are we going to see it?
What do you mean?
Like I'm saying, like, at what point in the game does he put it down if that's what he's going for? When do we expect to see that?
The villager defense? Or wait, what?
No, the village center.
The village... Eh? This got nothing to do with what I'm saying. All right, let me finish my point.
I know, but I want to know.
Well, we'll go into the village center after, all right? We'll go into the village center after. Okay, so... The other thing that this relic does, which is good for the Set player, is it opens up the idea of a villager rush onto a second town center, onto a far second town center of a Ra player. So keep that in the back.
So they try to counter it. You got the sharpened knives to mess with them, to fight back. Is what you're saying.
Okay, that's it. All right. So, and as that's the case, so we're getting into this village center shenanigans. If you at all fear a shifting sands coming through from a Set player, if we take a quick look into this main base, you've got berries in your main base. You've got chickens in your main base. There's a lot of chickens there as well. To me, it makes a lot of sense
amount of chickens
to just go ahead and drop a village center in your main base if you're scared as Ra. You can put it literally right next to your town center and it's going to be completely fine. Alternatively, you can just play one town center and apparently that works as well.
Yeah, it seems like that's what they're both doing at the moment.
Well, Rappel's already got a lot of villagers on gold. This is kind of indicative of a far second town center, but he is building himself a handful of priests, as we see. Bast! Recon doesn't care about your Wadget meta. He says, no, the Wadgets are they're only one thing. What if I go for Sphinx?
Sphinx are just good, no matter what.
Yeah, they're a fun unit. They're actually really, really good at cleaning up Spearmen, which could be a little bit of a difficulty. But the quote-unquote problem, if you think this is a problem or not, I'll let you decide that, is that if you go into range of, let's say, 3-4 Wadgets, the Wadgets will end that Sphinx's life very quickly.
Yeah. And the poison damage is just so good, too.
Yeah, it's like the 2x bonus onto myth units. Plus, you've also got that 20 divine damage. So it's 40 divine damage over 5 seconds. And then you got 4 shooting. So it just starts getting a little bit out of control very, very quickly.
The village migration to the left.
Yeah, we're going to see Rappler's going for a 5-second town center. So, of all of my predictions, I've been completely wrong. Which is absolutely standard. This is what I'm used to.
Wait, there's still an opportunity for a villager center on Recon.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's building Sphinx at the moment, so... And this is probably going to be something that Rappler's going to be happy to see. As those
I don't know, for me, from all the times I've been seeing it, I don't think I've ever seen a Sphinx and not get its money back. Like, they're so good.
I mean, I think the thing that I'd be happy with if I was Rappel at the moment is I've got all these priests out already that I was using to convert the stuff with. Oh, we're seeing some priest on Sphinx action here as everyone's starting to move forward.
Wait. We got away. Nice micro from Rappel.
Yep. There's some animals are going to get sniped out in the middle here as well. Ooh, is that Sphinx going to go down?
It's going to get
poison
poisoned.
damage? No, it's not.
It'll live. But we got the upgrade for him too.
Yep. Lives in a big way. And then I guess the whole point here from Recon is he wants to deny vision. This is the thing. If we take a quick look at Rappel's base, he had some obelisks down. He's now trying to put them back up. And they're just going to keep getting knocked down by those Sphinx. So I'm not sure if these Sphinx at this point are going to get any value in the classical age in terms of villager kills or villager idle time or anything like that. It's pretty risky to walk into the set's base with all the priests and Wadgets kind of sitting around. But they can get that vision denial. If you take a look at Recon's sort of vision, he sees the entirety of the map almost.
Yeah, he's gonna headbutt the army again. I don't know. I guess.
No,
also, why isn't Rappel healing up? Because he keeps moving, but he's wiggling back and forth. But that's not giving. Oh, oh my God, he's shifting sands to the main. It's like a TC. Oh my God, it's too late though. It's gonna go up.
Yeah.
That was weird. And it's like you said. I think he was doing it that way, right? He was denying vision so that wouldn't happen, and it didn't.
Yeah. Somewhat. Some would say that was made perfect sense here from Recon. Now Rappel is down that shifting sands. You'll have to invest 50 favor into using it again if he wants to get some sort of a timing attack in, which I do think is very important. As the Sphinx coming through right now, as Rappel is out of position, does manage to push some villagers off of some chickens, as the pigs all coming up to the top side of the map here to start feasting onto. But yeah, it's like a slight advantage for Rappel in terms of villager count right now, but that doesn't mean anything. You're against Ra. Ra's got all the monument empower rate.
Oh yeah.
Plus all the priests to empower. So you're at the very best, you're equal right now, and then you're behind when the rain comes in. So Rappel still has to make something happen here. He can't just sit on this tiny advantage and hope that it carries him through.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, I mean, you were saying like how Set just kind of like loses later, right?
Yeah.
Why is Rappel going for an eco game then? What's the thought process here?
Well, there's two types of. Well, we can go into like. There's 3 types of strategy you can do, and you get to pick 2 of them. So you can go eco, you can go military, you can go tech. So to me, it's looking like Rappel is trying to go eco tech, which means he's trying to hit a timing attack of some sort. But in doing that, yeah, he's not hitting that tech as fast. He's not going to hit that timing as fast, and Recon's going to be able to expand out on the map and be okay. So I'm a bit. I think there's probably more of an angle here of going 1 town center on this map, but we're not seeing that here from Rappel. So we'll see if he can make it work or not.
Yeah, I think they're both just kind of gearing up to go heroic here soon.
Yeah,
that's kind of the plan. They're both just waiting.
Yeah, that's Sobek's coming through. Nefty's coming through. No surprises that the Ra hits that Sobek first with the boosted berry gather rate. And those Sphinx are still shutting down so much vision.
So the real question is, the Rock, is it going to play a pivotal role here this game?
I mean, Recon's one of those players that likes to get max value out of everything. But if it's going to make any value, if it's going to have any value, I'd expect to see it used much later in the game. Like side builds. At the moment, it's probably just going to be a scouting factor. Just wandering around trying to see the map. Like, it does have pretty decent line of sight. What is it? 16 line of sight. So it's pretty big. Okay, I think what Rappel's gonna try here, and we see it already queued up, is he's going for that eco tech rat that we were talking about before, which is go straight to the Mythic Age. He's gonna go through Thoth, and he's just gonna try and overwhelm with a mass amount of Camel Riders. Now, we're talking about how once the Camel Riders get to Osiris with Desert Winds and Champion Camel Rider, they become very, very tough to kill. But if you hit Thoth first and you get your own champion Camel Riders and you're facing against heavy Camel Riders and you keep the Ra player in the heroic age somehow, then you're going to be able to win that fight really, really easily. And that boosted economy you get from Valley of the Kings is really big.
He brings the rock down and he locust swarms the gold.
He could.
Never see it coming.
There is a synergy with Locust and Eclipse, because the Locust is technically a myth unit.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. So you get, but also there's some anti-synergy with it because the Locust moves faster. So while it does more damage, it might be on a unit for slower, for less time. Anyways, nonetheless.
Yeah, priest versus camels. I don't know about that one for the priests.
Oh, there's that Locust coming through. Oh, and Rappel just goes into the meat club. He's all safe.
They should do damage to villagers inside of strongholds. Locust can go through windows.
All right, I'm not.
That's kind of like their whole thing.
I'm not letting you start propagating the idea that this god power needs to be strong.
I'm already like
good.
requesting it.
It's already good.
It's a formal request already going through. It's too late. Guys, next patch, Locust damage infantry inside of structures. Get ready.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Thoth about to hit. Recon knows what's coming for him.
Egyptians have glass in windows. I'm zooming in on that fortress, and guess what, buddy? There ain't no glass.
There ain't no glass. It's all black. It's just bars.
Yeah, the Migdol stronghold. No need for that.
Nope. Ancestors comes down though as Rappel tries to push back, and he does. Oh, he's sending the giraffe into the main base here. It dies.
I'm a little confused by the ancestors.
I think he's just worried he's going to lose the game on this spot, so he wants to have some Deuterinos out to support him. So
where's the meteor going to go?
It was trying to go into the main base, but Rappel...
I see the cam. Oh, the Phoenix is running in. It's getting hit by a priest, though. Oh, he attacked move. Look, the camel's chasing the other camel. He messed it up.
Yeah, it's taking so long to get in there and drop this meteor down.
The Phoenix is making the hero move. Is it going to make it?
Nope.
No. Oh, no.
Nope. Oh, more animals. Rappel is still trying to just go into that main base. Sometimes you just use it elsewhere.
Bringing him in. It could be a bait. What if he thinks he's going to use it on him? Gets to the vision, and then he just meteors the army. I'll never see it coming.
Nope. Oh, Scorpion Man going to get taken down as well. Camel Rider wandering through on the left side of the map, still looking for other things to meteor, and he decides to chuck it down.
Wait.
He will get some... He chucks it onto the Migdol over here.
Oh. Well, yeah, he's going to get some decent kills with that.
Is he though? It kind of looks like there's 6 villagers
never mind.
remaining.
It didn't do nothing. It didn't do nothing.
He got a Migdol kill. He does charge in now with those heavy camel riders. He's been able to get unleashed to some degree here. But Recon
that was a
is
frustration
so
meteor.
Well. Yeah, he's just got... Recon was just controlling it so well, preventing anything from coming in. But now the camel riders for Rappel are in the main base. They can start actually getting some serious villager kills here. But Recon's clicked up through Osiris. He's going for the town center though.
The TC?
Can he kill this?
No way. No, absolutely not. What was he doing there?
A man can dream, all right? Let a man dream.
I guess. Oh, he's killing all the priests as they're retreating, though. Yeah. That's actually a lot of value.
Yeah, there's so many priests out for Recon. I'm surprised he's going that heavy on them. There's barely any myth units out for Rappel at the moment, if any. He's dealt with the Phoenix. He's dealt with the Scorpion Man. There's not really been any getting built. It's just mass Camel Riders. We're starting to see some armory upgrades coming through, but these Camel Riders, they still don't have champion. That's what we were talking about. That's where the big advantage lies.
Oh, yeah, huge advantage for
20% bonus hit points, 30% melee attack. It's gigantic. But, the Camel Riders at the moment, they've got Dark Waters and the Ra bonus. So they're absolutely huge here.
The old defensive Phoenix. I think Phoenix are too slow.
They could be.
What do you think?
Are you just here? You just want to buff? Let's just buff everything. I don't mind. Let's do it. If everything is strong, nothing is strong, right?
Look. A giant bird made out of fire should be like super fast.
It's got to carry its body.
What body? It's made out of fire. Mostly.
Nonetheless, Rappel here still has to make something happen. Town Center coming up here for Recon. He's on 3 Town Centers. He's going Osiris. He's got all the Camel Riders in the world. He's going to have himself champion Camel Riders very shortly.
2/3 of the way there for champion.
This will be.
All right, don't worry. We got Son of Osiris about the clutch.
And Recon is taking these fights so nicely. There's that champion Camel
Bring in
Riders
the boy!
But where's the Son of Osiris? He's coming. There he is.
Yes.
And we already see.
Zap him!
Desert Winds is also coming through here, Dazzle. This is going to change everything. These things are going to be so quick. The Town Center will be up for Rappel, it looks like. Barely.
Priest, get out of the way. Let the boy through. Come on. Yeah. Oh my God, the best unit in the game right there.
Yeah, he does a lot of damage. This guy is a bit of
so
a
cool.
He's literally a demigod. I think he's supposed to be.
Yep. Oh my God.
So what do you reckon? Is a Migdol kill with a meteor or this Son of Osiris? What would you rather have?
This is crazy.
And now look at those Camel Riders zooming around the map.
Son of Osiris, let's go!
That's the game.
That was awesome.
It's all done here. We talked about it. It came to fruition.
The boy
came in.
I'll be honest. I think it was less, as much as I love the Son of Osiris, I think it was less Son of Osiris, more very bad meteor.
Yeah. I think if that meteor hit that main base, you see the houses, the way that Recon's positioned these houses, he's going to lose a lot of stuff in here anyways. Like he's probably going to lose the town center. He's going to lose a monument or two, and he's going to lose a bunch of houses, and then he can keep putting that pressure on while Recon is kind of struggling. But I don't know about this strategy right now. I think this strategy, fast mythic, 2 town center fast mythic, it's just too slow. You just give all of this time over to the Ra player to just set up on the map, grab all the gold mines in the world, get the Camel Riders out, put pressure onto you. I think you have to do something more 1 town center centric, more classical age way. I don't see anything else that makes a whole lot of sense here for the set player at the moment. But nonetheless, we've got a equal series right now. It's now 1-1. What a time to be alive. In the left-hand corner of the map, in the blue color, playing as Hades. His name is Recon.
And in the upper right, in the red, playing as Uranos, it is the Rappel. This is Kurlager.
And it's now game number 3 here. Both players have won a game. Both players have had that taste of victory. Does that do anything to you, or are you just like super calm at this point? I don't know how many tournaments you've actually participated in your Tesla, but
a lot. And I think that this is just right now mentally. I mean, these guys are smart, right? All they're thinking now, it's a best of 3 now. That's all it is. It's like a reset best of 3, kind of. You're missing a few gods and a few maps now, but that's kind of like what it is. But that means it comes down to less games overall, right? I mean, you can win with less games needed. You can probably maybe pull out a cheese or something like that, something crazy. I think whoever wins this game right here is going to be feeling extremely comfortable moving into the next game because Kurlager's out of the way. They've got a decent amount of picks left, and they can be comfortable and maybe try something a little off meta, maybe in the 4th game. So I think the game here is super, super important.
Yeah, I think I 100% agree. Winning this game, getting onto match point, you get that little bit of relax. You go, okay.
Oh, yeah, you feel so much more comfortable. Yeah. So much more comfortable.
Not only do you get that feeling of, okay, I beat this guy twice now. I know that I can beat him. You just need one more. So you just put all of that energy in and you just go for it. But I just want to bring your attention to one thing here at the start of this game. And this could be gigantic. I don't know if either player has spotted it yet. No, Recon has spotted it. Rappel has not. There is a relic on this map called Scales of Echidna. This relic makes all of those myth units really, really cheap. Now, this could bait Recon into doing a very, very heavy myth unit strategy where Rappel is already going. I don't know if he's going to... He might have a different strategy up his back pocket. He might go Prometheus and try and make a whole bunch of Prometheans rather than going for that Oceanus idea. But this Scales of Echidna relic gets hard counted, or any sort of mass Minotaur, mass Manticore, mass Nemean Lion sort of idea from the Hades gets hard counted. Mass Cyclops gets hard counted by those Mamilla heroes.
I think the girdle of Hippolyta, that is gonna be a really good relic for Recon if you can get it.
I found it
in the upper right there.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
you've already got those. You've already got an extra range on your archers. Why not have an extra 10% extra HP?
It's so good.
Just take it. Why not? All right. Well, temple coming up for the Rappel. No surprises. He's only got the one. No, he's got 2 docks up, so he's going to keep getting those fishing ships in. Recon very smartly taking the majority of this fish on the bottom side of the map while also claiming the top fish on the top side of the map. So he's going to have the slightest of advantages moving forward here. But I imagine Rappel will be hitting the classical age maybe a little bit earlier, maybe 1 villager or 2 villagers earlier than Recon. Recon's getting his temple down. And it is going to be Oceanus. So no Prometheus shenanigans. As much as I want to see
So who would you rather be right now?
Right now, I love the advantage that Recon's grabbed on this map. Like, just stealing these extra fish, getting the top side for himself as well. This ends up being just such a big deal.
His docks are really aggressive.
Yeah, I don't think you can get this back either as the Uranus player without some heavy investment, and effectively the only way to get it, you're not getting this back by just killing those fishing ships off. You basically have to take the entirety of this water, which is a huge investment.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, one thing I'm absolutely loving from Rappel already, sky passages on the way, going up to the top corner of the map, grabbing that gold mine. One thing that happens all the time in these sorts of matchups is you lose on the second gold mine. So a way to circumvent that with Uranus is just go into the second gold mine at the very start of the game with a sky passage. You can just leave that home gold mine and just come back when you get raided in the mid game, and then you've got a gold in your main base that's very well protected.
Quite a few citizens.
Well,
all right. Next stage. Here we go.
Next stage, military academies coming up. In the main base, you see the military barracks coming up as Rappel is just going to be spamming out his Mamillo to kick this game off with. Both players just going to go for those food-based units. I've got the boosted food eco to some degree. with the fishing ships, so it makes a lot of sense to be wanting to spend those resources. And we already see some Hero Mermillo coming in to try and deal with any sort of Minotaur shenanigans. But Recon, pretty smart. He's not going to be moving out just yet with all that stuff. Just going to be waiting for his heroes, and he's going to go on a little bit
Got
of
a Pentacon there.
Yes. All right, we can talk about this a little bit. I've said this a little bit, but in terms of which ship you want to build on this map to fight both water and land, the Pentacontra is the best, because it's doing 20 hack or 25 hack damage, but 20 hack damage a second, I believe. 16.7 hack damage a second, still a lot. Whereas the triremes, while they shoot 3 arrows, only one of them hits the land units. Whereas the
what's the fire ship do?
It's about the same as the Pentacontra, I think.
I think it would do more to infantry than the Pentacontra.
You'd think it's fire, but you know the hammer. The hammer is very good.
There is a big hammer.
There's a big hammer. I mean, they do have a helmet though, so I mean,
yeah, that'll protect them from the giant rock on the end of that thing.
Yeah.
We should test it.
Are you going to be the one with the helmet?
No, I'll be on the boat.
Oh, okay.
I mean, come on, it was my idea. It was for the test. I figured that would be. I thought that was just, a given.
Rappel's going to be losing a
Mermillo healing. No.
Got that down. Bite of the shark in right now as the units are going to be taking this fight. You see Bareem in to try and deal with those units. There's that Carnivora coming through as well. That's going to be able to help take out the other Pentaconta here, as it looks to me like Recon has overstepped his mark ever so slightly at the start of this game.
It's like you said, though, the Mermillo with that upgrade, man, he's just going to build a bunch of them and just start running through everything.
Yep. But we see the Sarissa coming through, which is, in a way, Recon's version of Bite of the Shark. Makes those hoplites immensely more powerful. Now, if you've got a really good understanding of how this technology actually works and you're playing against it, best way to go about this is to make sure you split your army up into several different groups and then attack them. Get surrounds. Otherwise, the bonus range and pathfinding that comes from Sarissa is just so important. It's so strong.
That's just a crazy ball of units right here. They're both pretty even, though, to be honest, on military and everything.
Yeah. Rappel keeps on turning units into heroes kind of close to the fight. He keeps taking little bits of damage on it, but he's got to pull all the way back right now. It seems like there's a lot of firepower sitting behind here. Medium infantry and copper armor is going to be coming through, but so too is that coming through for Recon as well. As the timing does help out for Rappel first as he decides to engage. There's the restoration there. Shockwave coming in. Disengage.
I did not look at the ships. That's crazy. I think that restoration was supposed to save the Minotaur, but it did not.
No. And Rappel here tries to micro around with those Mermillo at the back, doing a good job of it. As those Mermillo are just seemingly carrying this fight. You have to also remember this is defender's advantage for Rappel, so reinforcements are coming in here much quicker. Toxotes in onto the back here. They might seem like they're a counter to these Mermillo at this point, but, I mean, it looks like they somewhat are, as Rappel needs to retreat back. He's got a lot of low HP units for the time being here. But he does have the Caladri to heal them back up.
I don't know. I think I like what Recon's got going on here.
Yeah. He's really, really... I mean, he's got 6 Toxotes queued up into an archery range. I wouldn't mind seeing another archery range. But apart from that... Do we see any more Caladria? Yes, there those Caladria. He's going to try and heal up all of those low HP units now.
They're all so weak. He just has to kind of wait and bide his time here.
In doing this,
he's going to lose his fishing ship stuff here. Yeah. He's got one Bareem in the back. Bareem.
He's got to sit here and just bide his time. Absolutely right.
I guess he feels comfortable enough to go out.
Yeah, and look at the food situation for Recon at the moment. Seems very, very nice here. But the Mermillo do manage to catch out those Bareems. Citizen coming in to try and rebuild the dock on the front here as well.
Nothing's done. Nice sky passage that he has right there. Imagine if he had a sky passage on the left-hand side as well, on the other water by the other dock. He could be jumping back and forth through them to hit the other dock.
Yeah, totally. I mean, he can move forward. He's already got 3 sky patches up, so we have to delete one, but he can make that happen later in the game. There's the fight happening yet again. It looks like the army situation for Rappel is starting to look very, very strong here. They're dominating that fight, and Recon says, I got to get out of here.
Just a ball of them.
Recon going through Aphrodite, though. And here's the thing, Yoda. So this is where the strategy becomes very, very scary to deal with. Aphrodite has Curse, but Curse only affects human units. So if you convert all of your Murmillo into heroes...
The heroes doesn't do nothing.
Curse doesn't do anything.
He's just going to hit the dock. Yeah, he's just gonna cut it down.
Yeah, in a way, he can kind of just ignore this and heal up his units as the Trireme get damage done. Takes that dock down so quickly there. So many Murmillo. But Recon, he's back on the warpath, and the big thing that he's going to be able to get here moving forward, as we see Thea queued up for, or pre-queued for Rappel, but the big thing that Recon's going to be able to get is her Pacifist.
He's got a long way to catch up before he even ages up, though. Yeah, he's gonna be aged up like in a minute here, and Rappel's not gonna be for a little while. He just started now.
Yeah, and it's not the biggest of deals because he's got somewhat of the movement speed advantage, at least with those Murmillo
Well, I mean,
heroes.
if he does get the nice curse off, right,
Yeah.
on the back, yeah, like on the back ones, and he hits the front ones, I think that could be really nice.
But I wonder if Recon will even click Curse on this straight away, because there's this world where Rappel just pulls back. Never mind, there it is.
Oh, look at that.
There's not this world. This is the world. This is the world where Rappel does this.
He just has so many now. So many hero merms. It's an army.
But he does have to be worried about her pacifists. The pacifists, while there aren't many of them at the moment, they will counter these Murmillo if he gets out enough of them.
Just look how many he has.
Yeah. And getting
You need like a super army of Toxotes to deal with that.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see what's going to win here. Because, I mean,
what else do you build?
The Pacifist, Hoplites, Toxotes. Those are
okay, Pacifist, yes, absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. Those would be well. But he doesn't have any of them.
No. He's actually still going with Hoplites.
Yeah. Well, the Hoplite can tank a little bit while the Toxotes do a bunch of damage, but we'll see.
Yeah. Looks like Rappel gets his damage done. He takes out a whole bunch of dogs, a whole bunch of fishing ships. Recon gonna have to rebuild all that stuff. He's putting pressure back up onto the top side of the map.
Look on the right
there.
side in the middle.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
A little bit of a fight happening.
Those are the
Rappel not
units
paying
you
attention.
wanted.
Or maybe he is
Rappel
taking
does not
attention.
want to.
Nope,
That's such a good fight for the hips. They're so good.
Rappel does that so well. As soon as those pacifists start targeting down the Murmillo, he pulls back when he has a Dryad or something, and then the pacifists all auto-target fire that myth unit.
Yep.
And they stop getting that bonus damage in.
So good. So juicy. 5x multiplier to infantry is so strong.
Yeah. Counter units are supposed to counter. That's what they're supposed to do, all right? Apparently they're not, but it's fine.
Big attack in the north. He went after the dock, but he lost a lot to the Murmillo in the process.
Yeah,
what is happening? He's not microing the north at all.
No,
what is happening? Oh my
so
god!
much, and this Murmillo hero army is going to absolutely carry through. Or at least it looks like it. It might actually be pretty close. I don't even know how to call that fight at the moment.
No, the Murmillo they got it.
Yeah, they've got it in a big way. But these will get replaced by a whole bunch of pacifists moving forward. We've also got 2 town centers up for Recon, whereas Rappel, he's still only on 1 town center.
89 military to 54, though, which is pretty good. Still has Curse. Obviously, you have to find an army worthwhile throwing that on, but...
Yeah. And now this is awesome, right? Because Rappel he's paying attention in a big way to this. He goes, okay, you've started to make the pacifists. Let me make some Arcus in as well. to deal with all of those Paspists. And this now forces out Peltast to some degree, and those aren't going to be any good against those Murmillo heroes. But the Murmillo heroes are starting to get very, very low on HP here. He needs to heal these up somehow.
A lot of Dryads. There's no... is there any heroes in that little ball? No.
There's only
Those
one
Dryads are
Chiron out
so
somewhere.
tanky. Oh, there. Yeah, I see him over there on the left. I see him there.
But yeah, this army from Rappel is absolutely dominating at the moment. You have to also remember he's got
so
the Shockwave in the bank with at only 15 favor, and he's got 6 oracles out, so he's going to get that 15 favor in very, very quickly if he wants to use it at any point. But it's pure hero army here for Rappel.
And this is kind of like the game-defining fight, I think.
Nope, restoration.
Nice
the second
restoration.
one. Rappel has to retreat.
These Dryads are so tanky.
I mean, he needs them to tank, but it's looking like Recon is able to hold
Recon's
that
pushing,
position.
yeah.
He's pushing back here. Rappel has to get out of here.
That restoration was huge. A lot of Arcus in there now. No one ever got the relic. Oh, nice shockwave. And then a curse. Okay.
Yes. But the Arcus Ball is getting big here. And we haven't yet seen Recon go, all right, time to build me some Peltast. Now he's queuing up Peltast.
Yep, Peltas and Toxo. It's the death ball of Hades.
But look at what Recon's done at the bottom corner. He's got a beautiful stone wall set up, so no raids are going to be able to come up. He's got walls up all over the place.
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
so nice for him. And Rappel at this point, he needs to make something happen. He's still only on that one town center, isn't he? He is kind of close on villager
TC
population, but I don't think that's going to matter.
He's just starting to push up. All right. And it looks like Rappel's just going to take free damage. What was that villager doing there?
Just hanging out. Just chopping some wood.
Just hanging around. Where was that used at? Oh, down south, canceling the CC. Look at that.
He might cancel it. It's going to be close. I'm never sure.
I think it is slightly doing more. It is slightly doing more.
It is.
Honestly, I'd bring in the Oracle, turn into a hero just to hit off one of the villagers.
Yeah.
That could be the difference.
Big brain. But more Dryads coming out. Rappel very much struggling here to hold on against this force. He does.
Wait.
4, 3, 2.
He got it. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, that's the full amount of resources down the drain.
Yep.
But Artemis is on the way here, Yodesla.
Artemis coming in. Prodomo. Oh, I'm sorry. I said Prodomos should be coming. Cantarius are out. Do you think he mixes in Prodomos for these or no?
I don't think he needs to, because he's got the thing about Contarius, which you got the advantage they've got is mostly just speed, because they don't beat the hoplites. The Doxotes they might beat with a good fight, but yeah, it's just the mobility, and he's got most of his base pulled up, so he should be okay to defend against any sort of raids that come his way.
Got ballistics coming in for Rappel. Pretty even fight.
Rappel's taking it very, very nicely. He's kind of catching
those
Recon out in
those
a way.
Dryads. Yeah, and that Cantarius looking really good.
But 15 HP Chiron going after the Carnivora. He's going to be able to deal with that one.
What we got down there? Oh yeah, look at that. And Carnivore dead. See, this is where you get the Oracle in there and 1v1 that Chiron, the Chiron.
We do see some villagers coming down.
You think it would
the
win?
The map here. He sees the wall coming up. Recon is already well and truly defended. You can drop the sky passage down on the other side here and try and bash down the wall, but at the very least, he's going to be somewhat
He's putting
defended
one right
here.
there. Where's the earthquake going? Straight onto the main, or where?
That's where I'd put it. Look at all the houses you take down, the buildings as well. Town center goes down.
Oh, yeah.
We're seeing Rappel grabbing himself that Masons. He's going to try and hold on here.
Get it?
As
Yeah, he's going to try, but...
going to break down the stone wall on this side. We've got that fortress coming up. But, yeah, it seems too little
Earthquake
too
the
late.
sky passage. Big brain it.
That's right.
Get your army behind it, then earthquake the sky passage. That would be crazy. It'd be the greatest play in the history of the game. You'd never see it coming.
Recon, he's actually in a weird spot here. Like, we see a little bit of a fight coming over onto this gold mine, though. Is Rappel not paying attention to this? Couple hoplites picking up a lot of villagers on this spot.
Earthquake, here it comes on the main. Oh, yeah. Juicy.
So much damage here. And Rappel's got no gold. Rappel's out of gold at the moment. So he can't even build his manners back. So he didn't really lose that many of them. Recon
He's got gold.
Recon's
He's got gold in the middle there.
Front. Oh, he does have some gold mines. Okay, I see.
I guess he was saving that one.
Kind of. Oh, that didn't do as much as I thought it was going to do. That Karkanos gets, like, explosion damage. Think, like, the demolition ships in, like, Age of Empires 4 or something.
He needs to do more.
Yeah.
Big explosion.
Yeah, make everything. Just kill everything. Just make it
That's
true
what I'm
damage.
saying. Like, what are we doing? Let's get some explosions.
It's so important in Age of Mythology to secure all these gold mines. Recon's doing a great job of just leaving units around, but Rappel's doing a good job of also securing his own. But at the moment, it seems like it's kind of 3-ish gold mines to 2 remaining here, as Recon pushing into the middle. Those Arcus are going to be able to take out a whole bunch of villages. Recon's army slowly making its way over here. The advantage of Aranos is
That
those sky
Chimera's
passes, right?
coming.
Yeah, it's coming in. It's gonna
There's too many heroes, though. I don't know what it's... I guess it can burn up the Dryads.
Yeah.
Double fortress right there is brutal.
Now the hoplites can just start wailing away at this town center.
Imagine if those were Zeus hoplites.
Imagine.
Hetimos.
You don't have to just double, just add half the damage on top, and then okay. So once this gets to about a quarter HP, it would have been dead.
That's right.
There you go. So it's dead now. We just see some Contarius raids happening behind all of this, but look, actually, you know what? Maybe it's better to not look at the resources at the moment for for Recon. He's got 4.5k food in the bank. He's got 205 population. He's pushing in onto the front. He's held on the back.
And that's it.
And
wow.
Rappel taps out. Recon is now up 2-1, Yodesla. Match
Yeah,
point
he's going to be
is
very,
coming.
very happy going into this next game.
Yeah. I mean, I love this strategy from the Rappel. I think it was working really nicely, but do you think, just maybe, instead of going in with Arcus...
That Greek is amazing on that map, yes.
No, instead of going in with Arcus, going in with Contarius to deal with those counter-infantry units, the archers? Because those Mermillo push you off hoplites, right? And
Exactly,
Contarius
yeah.
come through and they kind of say, no, come back onto hoplites again.
Exactly.
That's very, very food heavy, but you know, that's not the biggest of problems. Just put down a whole bunch of farms, you're okay. And you've got the food economy on water. Nonetheless. Good win there for Recon. We'll move on to game number 4 and see if Rappel can stay alive here or if Recon gets to finish up early for today.
Finally saw Zeus. That wasn't Zeus, that was Hades.
here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 4 in the top right-hand corner of the map in the blue color. Playing as Kronos, it's Recon.
And in the bottom left, in the red, playing as Thor, it is the Rapple. This is Ghost Lake.
Yes.
Single gold spawn.
Oh, baby. This is, wait, is this good for the Thor? I mean, you have to look at this gold mine and say, oh dear.
Yeah, that's going to get harassed hard.
In terms of gold mines that Thor players have liked and gold mines that Thor players have not liked, this is this is the latter.
That's an unfortunate gold mine.
Now, the opportunity here for Recon, or the thing that Recon is going to want to do here, most likely, is place a Caraballister on this position and just start harassing it. Place 2, place 2, place 3, place 4.
I think it's going to be one of those games where the harassment continues, right?
Yeah.
It's not just going to stop with the temple, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's just too good.
And there's another idea that I know Recon's been playing with, but it's not going to have any influence here. It's Watchtower shifting sand shenanigans. Not shifting sands, time shift shenanigans with Watchtowers. And if you've got like a forest protecting a gold mine, all of a sudden Watchtower comes in behind the forest, and now that forest is all of a sudden not your friend.
Look at that Oracle sees. He's like, yes, juicy. Oh boy.
Yeah, he's like, oh, hello there. This is
Put his
affectionately
temple on that hill.
known.
Oh,
this
look where he's
gold
putting
mine.
his temple.
Wait,
He's hiding.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't want it to get deconstructed. He needs to get out one Herser to defend against all of the early game shenanigans. Prometheus on the way here for Recon, but this gold mine right now is actually affectionately known as the Recon gold mine. Because he played a game against Pegasus on this exact map, Pegasus Rush, on this exact map in Genesis. I think it was against Set Rice is one of those gods. And he just couldn't mine that gold mine at all for the entirety of the game. But he managed to just pull into his base and survive just off of using Dwarven Mine for a very long time.
He's probably going to have to do that. It depends, I guess it depends on the rush, but he might have to do that here. He put the temple on the other side.
It's an interesting call here. I'm not sure what the idea is, apart from the fact that that's just where he had line of sight. Because this is the only...
What do you mean? He had the Oracle up there.
Yeah, he does. Well, I mean, it's getting harassed, so maybe he can't use it there.
I guess it's far away from the other temple, but he didn't know that.
True. But now, Promethean's coming in. Going to look for some sort of damage. All the villagers currently on straggler trees does mean they don't have very far to go to jump into the town center.
No. And there's a Hesea there now.
Yeah. But this early attack is not really meant to do anything. Like, it's just meant to say...
He's already going back home. Yeah.
It's just meant to say, hey, did you cheese? Oh, you didn't cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Oh, did you eco cheese? Excuse me. Did you eco cheese? All right, I get some damage. Okay, you didn't eco cheese. All right, no worries. We'll have a fair fight.
Well, I'll be back later.
Yeah, let me come back and let me harass your gold mine a minute later. That's fine.
Troll is gonna cut off the Promethean. Big rock. Boom.
Oh, he's been holding that rock for a long time.
Smashed him.
A satisfying rock
good hit.
as the Promethean does get taken out. Now, this isn't all bad news for Recon. He does get a little bit of resources back every time he loses one of those Prometheans. So, and they were free. They were free.
That was a refund check.
Yeah, that's just free resources in the bank, in the pocket.
I think we're gonna go into like an eco game now.
Yep. Recon says, no worries.
There's a second TC. Yep.
Where did I see this? I saw this against someone. I think it was maybe Magic versus
big
Kavoth.
rock, big rock. Oh, nope. Dang. No big rock.
Magic versus Kavoth, this sort of a situation happened, and... No, maybe that's not the case. I can't remember. Maybe, no, I think Chemo did it. Oh, someone did it. I can't remember. Someone went 2 town centers here, and it ended up being an overwhelming amount of units that the Kronos player was able to get out and get pressure onto. See a little bit of harass from Rapple, but it's not going to be enough. The town center is going to be finishing up here. Magic versus Ulysses it was. There you go. so many good matchups, and we've seen this matchup play out so many different ways. So I'm excited to see the way that Rappel's going to be taking it. As now he drops the Dwarven Armory. As to some degree, this makes sense, right? Like you go, all right, you grab 2 town centers. I'm now going to get my own economy, but I'm also going to get some technology with it, and I'm going to put some pressure onto you.
Do you think Rappel goes for his own second TC as well?
I think Rappel goes for his own second town center as well, yeah.
Going for that top one?
Yeah, he's
probably.
He's looking for it.
That's where all the gold is. The other TC doesn't really provide you with anything.
Oxguard having a rave dance here. He's just enjoying his time. Oh, never mind. It's over. The rave's over. Back to serious mode.
I saw like the tail end of it.
Back to serious mode. Alright, so town center down for Rappel. There's no like you can do whenever you see your opponent going for 2 town centers, right? You've got 2 decisions. Either 1, you get your own town center, or 2, you go for some sort of a timing attack to kind of punish that in one way, shape, or form. And we have been talking a lot about how bad Recon's gold mine is. Sorry, Rappel's gold mine is.
Oh, yeah.
Recon's is also like kind of average. So Rappel could have set up shop on this gold mine and said, what is that town center you got? How are you going to stop me rushing you at this point or putting pressure on? But it's going to be too
there's a third option.
Yes.
You see your opponent go for a second TC, you go for double TCs. You have 3 TCs to 2.
True.
You just out-eco the ecoer. And then plus you have the Dwarven Armory, right? So you're just skyrocketing.
That's right. And he's already getting himself that Hammer of Thunder tech. with 7 Herso out as well. This Murmillo is doing a lot of work for these villagers, making them not need to shoot down those caribou at the bottom of the map. And they're all dead for him. Happy days.
Preparing some walls, too.
Ooh,
He's just killing all the animals, getting some favor.
Yeah, Herso killing off aggressive animals is actually worth a fair amount of favor. You see how much that goes up to. It's actually quite a bit. Oh, Rappel.
Oh, yeah.
Rappel, pay attention here. Recon's moving forward. We do see a couple of units over here. Recon says, oh, no, okay, I'll run away. No worries.
He just lost a villager, by the way, to a single Murmillo in the south.
No.
Thing's a beast. Oh, they're fighting back. It's a lot of idle time now, though. That's really good from Recon.
Yeah, he's
The amount
so
of
good
damage
at
he's
doing
getting in
this.
with a single Murmillo. It's crazy.
So absolutely good at doing that. There's no military units over here either at the moment, so he's just going to continue to just come back in. And also he could use Valor on this once
There's
the
a
Miller
troll
gets low
coming. It's
HP.
really far away, though.
Yeah, but Valor. What about Valor? Is he going to do it?
What
He
about
does
this
do it.
one Murmillo? Yeah, he did.
does.
Look at the Murmillo go.
Oh man.
That is the single most valuable Murmillo ever.
And the troll here is not going to be any help at all. Rappel's not paying
Nope,
attention.
not
He's-
even a
he's
little.
Focusing on the rest of this army, and his main base is the ox. Oh,
This is crazy.
Troll's going to
Oh
go
my
down. He'll
God.
throw a boulder off, but that doesn't do any damage there.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And
This
then
Murmillo's a beast.
yeah, he's got to run. He's literally just has to
He
run
pushed
here.
him off his food with that thing. Oh my god.
This is not okay. This is Murmillo on dwarf violence.
He throws down the healing spring to counter the single Murmillo, and he's still gonna get the troll. Oh my god. MVP.
Oh, and now-
MVP.
And now the Recon army comes through, pushes off that wood line. The Herso almost have to fight here. He is fighting underneath Town Center Fire and Tower Fire. He's going to be using some Garrison Micro to try and pull away from here, but Recon is in his element at the moment.
Wow.
See Hyperion coming through. Both players wanting to get that heroic age in.
He's gonna finish up that wall finally in the south. Oh no, wait,
No,
nope. Getting pushed
Why
back.
leave when you don't have to leave? Just hang here. What else are you going to do? Oh. Recon's just left 3 goats on that left side of the map, and he's finally like, oh, let me just pull those back down.
Yeah, just going all the way along the top there. They're gonna go on an adventure.
Man, Rappel keeps on kind of getting caught out here. Recon is inside of his brain. just knows what's going to happen before it happens in a way here. And behind all of this as well, it's
very good.
65 favor in the bank for Recon. So that's going to be either 2 charges of chaos, or one, well, the free charge and then the payment charge, or he's going to be able to get a bunch of Satyr out.
You think that's what he's going to go for? Bunch of satyrs.
It makes the most sense with the Berserks being out. They're a really good counter to Berserks. Chaos does get
Chaos
chopped down.
in the south.
That's a huge amount of damage. All these units here are going to be falling. It takes so long for that Chaos
Oh, man.
to go up to finish off.
Yo.
But, yeah, Apple.
Run back to the healing spring,
Yeah,
I
he can
think.
pull back and heal himself back up. No problems here.
Ooh, gets his own thing going on. And there's an S gold mine.
And meanwhile, in the main base, we are seeing a slight tech switch here for Recon. He's going into those Contarius, and the Satyrs are on the way. Wouldn't mind seeing at this point,
So good.
whenever an opponent is playing really hard defensive, as Atlantean, you should take that opportunity to just build oracles. If you can get like 6, 7.
Just get a
oracles
bunch out. Just have them all over. Just get insane favor.
Yeah, and then you can make Satyr up the wazoo.
Yeah, he only has 3. He still just has the 3 he started with. He hasn't built any. Big ball of stuff going down the middle. The battle board is chilling out there.
Yeah, we see some walls coming down here on this top position as well as... Oh, Rappel is scouting out, but I think he's going to be a little disappointed to learn that the walls were already going to be up by the time he kind of sends army over here. If he made a big move, and it would have been nice. Contarius managing to deny walls on the left side of the map there as well. As Rappel, his military population is actually looking fairly solid here, but...
Oh, yeah.
What's he going to do with it is the big question.
The one Berserk trying to do what the Murmelo did up in the upper right there. Not going to work out, though. He's not him.
No, he's not.
He is not him. Murmelo will be remembered.
Oh, and
You already
Rappel's
broke
not
the
paying
wall? It's going
attention
in?
here. This huge raid, the Contarius has to delete the temple,
man.
and he's still going to lose a whole bunch
He
of
couldn't get
dwarves
away.
here. Wait,
Oh,
Wait, what's-
no.
he's not running. He's
Why?
got-
He went back to cooking. That tree just fell off the map.
yep. Get it out of here. That's the flat Earth. Confirmed.
Oh, no. Where's the giant ice wall? Let's not do that.
Hey, I didn't start
Or
it.
maybe
the game
let's, I
started
don't
it. The game started it. It's fine.
Oh, boy.
I mean, right now, Recon absolutely needs to be getting damage, and he is getting damage. So this is the big thing. If you let the Thor player just cook and you don't get any damage done, it's just going to get out of control. But Recon's doing what he needs to do here, but is it going to be enough is the big question moving forward.
I like the Contarius ball.
Yeah, he's all over all these gold mines. You also have to remember, these villagers could just move back into the main base and get onto the Dwarven mine. There's so much gold in the bank
Rappel's
here.
getting spread too thin. Like he's,
Yeah.
I see he has on it more military, but it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it at all.
No.
He does manage to defend that, right? He's gonna. Is he? Oh,
You did up top.
you can't finish the wall off in time to deny those Contarius to retreat.
Nice army of berserks in the south.
And he's going to look for some
But
sort of a
he's
raid
actually
here.
going to run through.
Now we've got
Okay.
5
Wait,
oracles
no.
out, but is he going to grab? Is he going to get an oracle kill? Yes, he will. No, high five the oracle. No worries.
No, he's got one berserk going after it.
Yow.
Maybe. Nope, berserk left. Wait, what is happening?
Oh, there we go. He's on the warpath, but the army is in there to defend this.
Ooh, those satyrs.
Well, meanwhile, on the top side of the map, however, Pallet's going to be going down here. So this has to retreat away. No serious damage done. We've already
This
got
man's
Atlas
got
coming in.
150 favor.
Yeah, are you saving that for second Fimble Winter?
Rainy day?
Second of Flaming Weapons. He hasn't used Flaming Weapons yet.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
It does have a fairly long cooldown, right? 210 seconds. But having the favor for that second cast is going to be big. The army now going to the main base here. Flaming Weapons on the main base is going to be really, really strong. However, there is going to be a second age coming through. It's on the main town center, though. Rappel is trying to take this top town center out, thinking maybe this is where Atlas is, but it's not the right town center.
Nope.
Ontario is coming through here to try and deny this one, but it looks like nope, not too little too late. He pulls off the town center. Flaming weapons getting dropped down, but Atlas is in Yodesla. Implode. He's going to get dropped down right into the middle of this. Wait, is he? Does he even need to? He doesn't need to.
Look at the acid. The double acid was so good right there. He had to run.
I am shook. Recon not using Implode.
He's just saving it.
Wait, what? What happened to the army? Where's Rappel's army at?
It's gone.
No, he's still got dudes. Where are his dudes?
They're all like 2 HP and streaming across the map. Wow, that was the most useless flaming weapons.
Some people tell me that flaming weapons is a little bit strong.
Not right there, it wasn't.
No. Now he's coming back in after the flaming weapons finishes. Makes sense, okay. All right, Argus going to get sniped down there by those Dodie on the back here.
Wait, was that double flaming weapons?
No, that's just the one.
Why is it 250 now? I thought it was 150 for the second charge. I guess not.
No, 250 for the second charge.
Oh, okay.
This Atlantean army is just absolutely cooking Rappel's berserks at the moment.
Recon is dominating.
The Dodie are in to try and deal with those.
Didn't even need the implode.
No, he didn't.
Oh my god, just the threat of the implode was enough.
Okay, Yodesla, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, maybe, just maybe, it'd be worthwhile to get some myth units out as Thor. Because it seems like a human unit army is not enough.
You don't think so?
Well, it doesn't look like it. Imagine, just for a second, instead of 2,000 wood in the bank, Rappel had 10 trolls, hammer trolls, cave trolls.
Ooh, 10 double-headed trolls.
Yeah.
Chucking rocks.
Big boulders.
Big rocks and big boulders.
But nonetheless, huge congratulations to Recon. He's made it through to day 2. Rappel's going to have to go in to play the decider match against the winner of... I'm struggling to remember Matrius and Super Offend. So we'll be moving into that momentarily here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see how things are going on that side. But I hope you're having a great time. Don't forget to hit the follow for Yodesla and myself here on Twitch. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Alright, against Stacks.
Λέγε θηρευτής. Ναι, θηρευτής.
Έτοιμος. Ορθούλομαι. Πάνι.
Πρόσεχε. Έστω. Θηρευτής. Λέγε ναι. Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον. Μεταλλεύς.
So I think what I've decided is I'm going to throw this Vaults of Erebus opening in the bin. Everyone's doing it, and I just want to be different.
Λέγε.
So instead of rushing it out,
Τέκτον. Θρητόμος.
I'm going to do things differently.
Έτοιμος. Λέγε παν. Βούλομαι. Ορθάνι. Ορθός. Πάνι.
Good luck, have fun.
Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσεχε. Πρόσταγμα.
Έτοιμος.
So my plan in this game is effectively grab this town center fast,
Πρόσεχε.
get Vaults of Erebus a little bit later.
Ορθός. Παν. Βούλομαι. Παν. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Πάνι.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε.
And then,
Βούλομαι.
and then yeah. What am I doing here?
Πρόσταγμα. Θηρευτής.
You come here as well.
Έστω. Θηρευτής.
Λέγε. Ορθάνι. Βούλάνι. Ορθός.
Λέγε.
And then I guess we just have to adapt to what he's going to do.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλάνι. Βούλάνι. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε.
Πρόσθεσμε. Λέγε ναι.
So
Τέκτον.
put that there. I will queue that up. I don't need any more villages on this. So I can put a house over on this spot.
Θρητόμος.
Villagers onto wood here.
Λέγε
Let me go for a
Λέγω
345. Not 330, 345.
Κέντρος. Λέγε ορθός.
Έτοιμο. Μα βου ναι, ναι, μα ναι, έστω. Ναι. Θηρευτής. Μα βουλ, βουλ, μα έσ, ναι, μα βου, έσ, ναι, έσ, μα ναι, έσ, ναι, μα ναι, μα έσ, θηρευτή, μα βου, έσ, ναι. Θηρευτής.
Πρόσταγμα. Παν. Βουλ. Ορθός. Παν. Βουλ. Ορφάνη. Βουλ. Ορθό. Παν. Βούλο.
Okay,
Παν.
what are we
Βουλ.
seeing in
Ορφάνη.
his
Βουλ. Παν. Βούλομε.
base?
Λέγε ορθούλομε.
Just a
Ορφάνη.
couple of
Βούλομε.
villages over here. He's getting a
Ορφάνη.
temple
Ορφάνη.
up.
Βούλομε. Ορφάνη.
Gonna have to come back and
Βούλομε.
check that out a little bit later.
Έτοιμη. Ναι. Βρυτόμος. Βρυτόμος. Μάλιστα. Μεταλλεύς. Ναι. Βρυτόμος. Πρόσταγμα.
Λέγε έτοιμος.
What was this again? I should go and grab that. This will be nice for me.
Έτοιμη.
Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε.
Λέγε.
Λέγε. Ναι. Θηρευτής.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορφάνη. Βουλ. Ορθό. Βούλομε. Ορθός.
This town center or this town center? This one's got giraffes close to it. It's got 2 gold mines. This one's also got 2 gold mines. This one's kind of closer to my gold villages. It's got berries up the top. It's out of the way.
Παν. Βούλο. Ορθός.
Let's come over here. I didn't see my gap here.
Έτοιμος. Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι.
I think I get the resources at 50 here.
Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα. Έσ, ναι. Τέκτον.
Πρόσεχες πολύ.
Παν. Βούλομε. Λέγε ορθάνη.
Εσπανή. Πρόσεχε. Έστω. Μάλιστα. Έστω.
Πρόσεχε.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα.
Μάλ θηρευτής. Πρόσεχε. Ναι. Θηρευτής.
Λέγε ορθός. Βούλομε. Παν. Βούλομε.
Έτοιμος. Μάλιστα. Λέγε. Έστω.
Βούλομε. Πάνι.
I might be going one town
Take it.
center. Get a lot on gold though.
Λέγε. Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον.
Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι. Καλώς.
Λέγε έστω.
Πρόσταγμα. Έστω.
Τέκτον.
Λέγε.
Βούλομε. Τέκτον.
Βούλομε. Εισβολή.
Πρόσεχε.
Μα ναι. Τέκτον.
Λέγε ορθός. Ισμά. Καλός. Πάνι. Βούλομε. Ορφάνη. Ορθός. Πάνι. Βούλομε.
Let's just see what's behind him here.
Έτοιμος.
Λέγε βουλβουφορβός.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Μεταταπεινός.
Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Βούλομε.
Προστάκες. Ναι.
Πρόσεχε.
Ορό.
Έτοιμη. Μάλιστα. Βουφορβός.
Yeah, we had a bit of idle time. Not the best.
Λέγε. Εισβολή. Παν. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Βούλομε. Ναι. Βούλομε. Τέκτον.
Έστω.
Ah, he's got a gold mine there.
Πρόστα. Βούλομε.
Προστα. Ναι. Πανί. Έτοιμος.
It's sort of possible for us to put pressure on that,
Πρόσεχε.
but
Έστω. Βουφορβός.
Πρόσταγμα.
we have to be there like yesterday.
Έτοιμο. Έστω.
Λέγε πάνι.
Πανί.
Τέκτον. Τέκτον. Λέγε. Βούλ μεταλλεύς.
Βούλομαι. Έστω.
I feel like if we had our Achilles out here, it would be better.
Πρόσεχε. Ρήγμα. Βου. Έστω. Ναι.
Λέει
Μεταλλεύς.
βρυτόμος.
Λέγε. Μανί. Φανί. Μανί. Εστφανί. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Μανί. Βούλομαι. Μάλιστα. Καλώς. Λέγε. Ναι.
Ορθό. Βούλομε.
Έτοιμαν. Ορό.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε παν. Βούλο. Ορθός.
Λέγε. Προστάγμα.
Παν. Βούλομε.
Έτοιμος. Έστω. Τέκτον. Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι. Ναι, βούλη. Μάχη.
Ani. Εισβολή.
Λέγεις καλό. Εις μάχην.
Πρόστα. Μάλιστα. Έστω. Μάλιστα.
Ορθό. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Πρόσταγμα.
Okay.
Προς. Βούλομαι. Βουφορβός.
Ορθός. Πάνι. Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσεχε. Βούλ. Έστω. Βούλ. Μάλιστα. Καλώς. Πρόσταγμα. Ναι, βούλομαι. Έστω. Ναι, έστω.
Λέγε. Καλός.
Ετοίμος. Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος.
Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Ναι, ναι, μάλιστα.
Βούλομαι. Πάνι.
Ετοίμος. Βούλ. Έστω.
Πρόστα. Ορφάνι. Λέγε. Ορφάνι.
Πρόσεχε. Προς έστω. Βούλομαι.
Λέει ναι, τέκτο μεταλλεύς.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε. Ναι, βούλομαι. Έστω. Βούλ, ναι. Βούλ, ναι. Βούλομαι. Έστω. Ναι, μάλιστα. Ναι, μάλιστα. Ναι, μάλιστα.
Λέγε.
Έστω. Ετοίμος. Ναι, έστω. Ναι. Εισβολή.
Έτοιμο. Ορθός. Λέγε. Χώρο. Έτοιμος.
Πρόσεχε.
Έστρο. Ναι. Βούλο. Τέκτον.
Λέγε.
Λέγε. Εις μάχην.
Πρόσεχε. Ναι, μάλιστα.
Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Έτοιμο. Βούλ. Χώρο. Λέγε. Πάνι. Εις καλός.
Λέγε. Εσβάκεν.
Ετοίμο. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμος. Πρόστα. Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Εις χώρο.
Πρόσεχε. Μα έστω.
Προστα. Μάλιστα.
Λέγε. Εις μάχην.
Ναι, μάλιστα.
Λε,
Βούλομαι.
μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα.
Έτοιμος.
Πρόσεχε.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Καλός. Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσεχε. Χορό.
Πρόσεχε. Έτοιμη. Τέκτον. Γρητόμος.
Λέγε. Ορφάνι. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Ναι, έστω. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμο. Πάνι.
Πρόσεχε. Έστω.
Λέγε. Ορφάνι. Βούλομαι. Ορφάνι.
Εσφανή.
That's a lumber camp.
Πρόσεχε.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε.
Λέγε. Εσφανή.
Έτοιμος. Ορφάνι. Ορθός. Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Ορφάνι.
Πρόσεχε.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε.
Προς έστω.
Πρόσταγμα.
Λέγε. Ναι. Εισβολή.
Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Ορθισβό. Καλός.
Πρόστα. Έστω. Καλώς.
Λέγε. Πάνι.
Προφανή. Βούλομαι. Έτος. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Ναι. Μάλιστα.
Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Ορφάνι. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα.
Έτοιμο. Έστω. Τέκτον.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα.
What?
Βούλομαι.
Oh.
Λέγε. Ορφάνι. Βούλομαι. Χωράνι. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλο. Ισμάχην. Λέγε. Ορθό. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Πάνι. Ορθός. Έτοιμο. Λέγε. Ορφάνι.
Λέει βούλ. Τέκτον. Τέκτον. Πρόσεχε. Βουφορβός. Έτοιμη. Τέκτον.
Ορθός. Βούλομαι.
Μάλιστα. Πρόστα. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Βούλομαι.
Μάλιστα.
Ορφάνι. Βούλομαι. Ορθάνι. Χώρο. Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι. Ορφάνι. Ορφάνι. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Ισμάχην. Λέγε. Ορθός. Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Ετοίμος. Πρόσταγμα.
Ορφάνι.
Προς βούλο. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Ορθάνι.
Πρόσεχε.
Λέγει μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Έτοιμος.
Πρόσεχε. Ετοίμος. Βούλ. Έστω. Ναι. Έστω. Μάλιστα. Λέγε. Μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
Προβούλο. Τέκτον.
Πρόσεχε. Βούλ. Έστω.
Πρόσεχε. Φανή. Εσβάκεν.
Πρόσταγμα. Καλός.
Ετοίμος.
Λέγε.
Λέγε. Έστω.
Έτοιμος.
Προστάγμα. Έτοιμος. Πρόσεχε. Εισβολή.
Πάνι. Ορθός.
Λέγε. Πρόσεχε. Φανή.
Βούλομαι. Εισβολή. Πάνι. Καλός. Εισβολή.
Εσφορώ.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Ορφάνι. Βούλομαι. Ορθό. Βούλομαι. Ορφάνι.
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Βούλο. Τέκτον.
Πρόσημα. Τέκτον.
Πρόσεχε. Εισβολή.
Έτοιμο. Βάνι. Ορθό. Ορθό. Βούλομαι. Ισμάχη. Πρόσταγμα. Καλός.
Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε. Ορθό. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Ορθό. Ισμάχη. Χώρο.
Έτοιμο. Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Ισμάχη.
Λέγει ναι. Μα βούλο. Τέκτον.
Προστάγμα.
Λέγε βούλομαι. Ορθός. Λέγε πάνω. Όρος. Καλός. Έτοιμος. Λέγε πρόσταγμα. Λέγε έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος. Ορθό. Βούλο. Ορθό. Πάνω. Λέγε βούλομαι. Ορθό. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε τέκτον.
Έτοιμος. Ορθβάν. Ορθβάν. Λέγε ορθά. Λέγε βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Εισβόλη. Έτοιμος. Εισμάχη. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθό. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε πάνω.
Πρόσεχε.
Ναι. Τέκτον.
Λέγε έτοιμος. Βάνι. Λέγε καλός. Προς ορθάν. Όρο. Έτοιμος. Εισβολή. Λέγε πάνω. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Έτοιμος. Εισμάχη. Προς εισβολή. Λέγε πάνω. Ορθάνι. Ορθάν. Βούλο. Όρο. Λέγε ορθάνι. Έτοιμος. Ορθάν. Ορθός. Προς φάνι. Βούλομαι. Λέγε ορθάνι. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Επάνω. Ορθός.
Λέγε
Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε ορθός.
Finally!
Ορθάν. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Βάνι. Ορθός. Προσφάνι. Λέγε ορθός. Εισμάχη. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε πάνω.
Έτοιμος. Μάλιστα. Πρόσεχε.
Λέγεις εισβολή.
Ναι, μάλιστα.
Ναι. Έστω. Τέκτον.
πρόσεχε.
Λέγε πρόσταγμα. Βουρφάνι. Ορθός. Παν. Ορθός.
Ναι. Έστω. Καλό. Μάλιστα.
Παν. Έτσι. Βούλομαι. Παν. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε προβούλομαι. Βουφορβός.
Βουφορβός.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα.
Ανή. Έστω. Έτοιμο.
Λέγε πάνι. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Καλός. Λέγε.
Λέγε
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι. Ναι. Τέκτον.
έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Έστω.
Πρόσταγμα.
Βουφορβός.
Ορφάν. Έτοιμος. Βουρφάνι. Λέγε βούλομαι. Πάνι. Ορθό. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Παν. Ορθός. Λέγε έτοιμος. Λέγε παν. Ορφάνι.
Έτοιμη. Μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
Λέγε έτοιμος. Λέγε βούλομαι. Λέγε παν. Ορφάν. Βούλομαι. Ορφάν. Ορθόρο. Προσφάνι.
Λέγε ναι. Τέκτον. Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Παν. Βούλομαι. Ορφάνι. Λέγε ορθός. Παν. Ορθός. Πάνι. Καλός.
Έτοιμη.
We have some walls up, you know.
Λέγε ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Ορφάνι. Ορθός. Λέγε Ισμάχη.
Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε παν. Βούλομαι. Λέγε ορθός. Βούλομαι. Λέγε ορθός.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
Λέγε βούλομαι.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε βούλουμε. Μάλιστα. Ναι. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε ορθός.
Πρόσεχε.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμάνι. Λέγε βούλομαι. Έτοιμο. Πρόσφάνι. Ορφάνι.
Εισβολή. Μεταλλεύς. Τέκτον.
Πρόσεχε. Πρόσταγμα.
Βούλομαι. Έστω.
Λέγε βούλο. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε
Μ' αρέσει βούλομαι. Ναι.
Okay.
Μεταλλεύς.
Έτοιμη. Μεταλλεύς.
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Λέει τίμους. Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι. Μάλιστα. Ναι. Βούλομαι. Ναι.
έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι. Ορφάνι. Λέγε πρόσταγμα. Ορθβούλο. Ορθόαν. Εισβολή.
Πρόσταγμα.
Βούλο. Λέγε.
Έστω.
Πρόσεχε. Λέγε. Μάλλον πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι. Ναι. Μ' αρέσει. Ετοίμος. Βούλο.
Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον. Έστω. Ναι. Τέκτον.
Ετοίμος. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσεχε. Λέγε.
Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον. Έτοιμη. Τέκτον.
Λέγε.
Okay.
Πρόσεχε. Μα ναι.
Λέγε πρόσταγμα.
Μα ναι. Μα βούλο. Ναι.
Εσφάκερ.
Λέγε. Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι. Θρητό.
Ετοίμος. Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον.
Λέγε.
Λέγε
Πρόσεχε.
πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος.
GG. Oh, we got him. That TC was bad. Kinda. Both of the TCs were kind of average for him, to be honest. But, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm trying to work out, like, this, to me, it's like, I play this kind of counterintuitively in a way. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be here, but I feel like I have to be here to, like, get pressured on. If he's going to do, like, a naked fast heroic, I need to do something with my army. So I have to be attacking him. Do you know what I mean? Like, otherwise there's no point in building units. So I have to be here. I have to be attacking him. Let me see exactly what happened. It's like he stopped building villages, or I just killed 1 billion of them. I got way too many on gold at the end here, but I was thinking maybe into mass Nemean Lions. I still don't need that many. Yeah, I definitely think that there's got to be like a way to play this with like the fast second town center into immediate army, into pressure against the ISIS. If you let them go 2 TC fast heroic, it's all over for you. If you let them go 1 town center fast heroic and let them get a gold mine, it's all over for you. I don't know exactly how to stop them doing that, but I guess you just move around the map, block the obelisks, and just see where the villages are on gold, and then track those. Yeah, buying Mythic was... I was building a market. It was coming. Oh, GG.